Hey, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Okay, let's take a look at things and get the day going. Currently, I'm sitting at 7.7. I'm fully calibrated. Just remember, it's important to do calibrations at least twice a day. They suggest up to 4 times a day. What's nice with my new pump is every time I do a blood sugar, it calibrates. So I don't really have to worry about it. On the older models, you had to do a blood sugar and then press calibration. Things worked their way out. All pretty good. Last night was not a straight line, but after being low, I was looking at it. I had another low, and then I just came back and was fine. That was earlier in the day. Getting a few lows again. Okay, just time in range is 82%. It's not bad, but had a few lows yesterday. So hopefully today we're gonna stop doing that. Above I was 13. That's pretty well because of the glucagon. I don't know why I couldn't say the word. 82% in range, 5%. This is a little concerning. If you have 5 below 3.9, you're treading in danger waters. If this continues on, actually after this video I'm going to check my monthly. Average blood sugar is sitting at 7.5%. So take it as you wish. I'm going to be working on not having the lows today. By my bedside here, I have ginger ale cans. I have Digesto cookies and peanut butter. I also have, I don't know where it is right now, but I have a Boost drink, fruit flavored drinks, which have extra protein. So all in all, if you don't have to get up to treat your low, you're more likely not to overeat. And I'm sure we've all done that. Okay, today I want to actually talk to you about quick-acting sugar. I'll be right back. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, quick-acting sugar. When I'm low, I just open up the fridge door and I just eat whatever's there. You want quick-acting sugar. You don't want to eat your family out of house and home. By my bedside, I always have ginger ale or something to treat the low. I also have people here that can help. But I'd rather just sleep right through the night and get a good night's rest rather than having to wake up with a low. With this little device here, my lows have cut down in half, or even more than half actually. But quick-acting sugar is the best. And what do we mean by quick-acting sugar? You want fruit juice, you want sugar itself, even though it can be a little hard to eat. I used to hate sugar cubes. I used to go out to neighborhood meetings, and they'd have these sugar cubes that if I was going low, I'd have to suck them, and they're not the best way for me to treat. But a quarter cup of apple, orange usually helps. I've told this story before about me having a low and saying, well, my doctor says I should be having fruit juice to bring up my blood sugar, and it was, oh my God, no, you're not allowed, you're a diabetic, you're not allowed sugar. You know, it's easy to forget that a doctor has given you the okay when you're low. They also have found that chocolate bars aren't the greatest. Well, yes, they're a great amount of sugar. You're going to pay the price later. What we want to do is you want to raise your blood sugar, have more complex carbohydrates. Don't treat with chocolate, because chocolate's a fat. It's going to be taking a while to absorb. And you're just going to end up eating more, which means you could possibly have a higher blood sugar later. Sometimes you think you're never going to win, but that's your brain thinking. The best tool we've always said on this channel is, excuse me for a sec. Sorry, had a sneezing fit. Oh God, I don't know what's with me today. Anyway, the best method we've come up with and we prescribe to on this channel is, if you feel low, do a blood test. If your low is confirmed, you want to treat with 15 grams of carbohydrates. This could be 3 or 4 small candies, Lifesavers. I used to like the small rolls of Lifesavers, which you can't get anymore. They were the best for a low. I used to take 2 packs of those. I was on my way. Half a cup of soda pop, half a cup of, or a quarter of a cup, not half a cup, quarter of a cup of soda pop, quarter of a cup of juice. You don't need to add sugar to fruit juice. When I was diabetic, you took your fruit juice, you opened up packs of sugar and you mixed it in and you had to drink that. It was a lot. Just drink your quarter. Wait 15 minutes. Redo a test. If you're within 2 hours of eating and your blood sugars come up, have some cookies and peanut butter or cheese to hold you over until your meal. You don't want to be doing this all day, which basically, for some reason, even after I treated the lows the same way, I ended up on the roller coaster. And even just before bed, I think it was 11:30, I was woken up by seeing how low I was. Actually, no, I wasn't woke. I was woke up by a person saying, "What's your blood sugar?" I woke up because they were in the room. And I looked at it and it was 3.4. So we took appropriate action. Don't leave your blood sugars just sort of lingering there. Oh, well, I might come up. I'll see. Yesterday, I had lunch. My blood sugar took a nosedive. I treated it because I know if I let them sit for a while, my blood sugar is just going to increase. It doesn't work. That doesn't work. Treat your lows, get them contained. You'll feel better, and you're not going to be in that haze. Oh, I don't want to treat. I'll be high later. If I drop below 4, I have to get a shot of glucagon. I do not like doing glucagon. I'd rather do it through an insulin needle. The nasal is probably the best. But if I ever get to another drugstore myself, I'll have to take a look at getting into more of the new nasal. But here, they still use the good old injectable. It's time to move on, especially when the injectable is getting really expensive. That's $5,000 a shot. And who just has $5,000 laying around? I understand where the hospital is coming from, but with all due respect, if you're not willing to look at a cheaper alternative, then you need to deal with stuff. Glucagon is not, will shoot you up. For me, it shoots me up pretty quick. And then I hover, and for hours I hovered until mealtime. And insulin can be very quickly and can bring me down. And that's what happened yesterday. And I eventually went down. The best course of action for a low is to try to stop you from having lows in the first place. So, what do you want to do? Well, you want to eat pretty regularly. So you want to give appropriate amounts of insulin. Don't stack insulins if you're high. Don't totally cut insulin off. I've gone into emergency rooms and they don't want you to have any insulin because you were low. But having diabetics stop from having insulin, even small amounts when they're low, is just going to open up and say, hey, DKA, we're here. I've told the story of I was in an emergency room. They stopped all my insulin. They told me to take my pump out. And stupid me, when I was new to the pump, I took my pump out and my blood sugars just went up and up and up. And they called an ambulance to take me back home. There were other reasons, but when I got home, I was quite high. And I took a shot, and my blood sugars finally came down. I got my pump going, and I was fine. I didn't have another low that day. But I could have very easily been sitting there going, hi, I'm in DKA now. You told me to take my pump off. So, treat your lows quickly. Quick acting sugar. And quick acting sugar can be diagnosed as sugar that can easily be digested and get into your bloodstream. I've had success with gummies, though all the sites I've seen have always claimed hard candies are the best. So that's what I'm going to suggest to you, hard candies. I can remember treating for a while with nuts, and it was kind of like a trail mixy type thing. It was a Nutty Club, I remember was the brand. And you'd have like a peanuts and cashews, and you get these little candy parts in it. I use that. I've used cotton candy. You used to be able to get little cotton candy in, those lines in the grocery store. So why do we need to keep acting? First of all, lows can happen to you at any time. You've got to be aware of that. And you need to carry sugar with you. For me, years ago, I remember I was going out with friends, and my mom said, "Do you have sugar?" And I said, No, I have money. That really set in. Years later, my mom said, "No, you come and get sugar to take with you." But years later, we were in Victoria, and Victoria is our capital city for the province of British Columbia. And while I was there, I had a low blood sugar. The only thing open were touristy spots all around. And it was hard to find quick acting sugar. We eventually found a drink that was overpriced. So you've got to be aware of that. But keeping yourself, have some lows with you at all times. For me, I take glucagon with me. Know your signs of being low. Respect the signs. And when I say respect, I mean treat them. There was sweating. I've had hand going numb. I've had double vision. I've had the mouth tingling. Now, I don't have any of those. So, we have to be aware, because if I start feeling anything, I'm going to crash pretty quickly. So, all in all, take care, treat, and for one more time, if you feel low, test your blood sugar. If you are low, treat with 50 grams of carbohydrates. I've also heard it say 20, but 15 works for the 15 rule. Wait 15 minutes. Test again. If you're still low, repeat. If your blood sugar has come back, then if you're 2 hours or more away from a meal, treat with a carbohydrate and a protein, just to hold you over so you're not constantly doing this all the time with your blood sugars. And with that, have a super day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.